In the previous verse, Krishna, the Master, taught us that a peaceful mind develops a new way of seeing. Instead of seeing only differences, the yogi begins to recognize a deeper connectedness in all beings. Today, Krishna, the Master, takes that vision one step further. He no longer speaks only about seeing unity. He speaks about seeing the divine everywhere and living in an unbroken relationship with the divine. Meditation is no longer confined to a place or a period of time. It begins to influence the way we live every moment. Let us begin with our invocation prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahaihi Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahaihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvancha mayi pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sachame na pranashyati. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvancha mayi pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sachame na pranashyati. Krishna, the Master, says, one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me is never separated from me, nor am I ever separated from that devotee. This is one of the most beautiful promises in Bhagavad Gita. Notice that Krishna, the Master, is not asking us to escape the world. He is inviting us to change the way we relate to it. When we remember the divine only during prayer, our spiritual life remains limited to a few moments. But when remembrance begins to accompany our work, our relationships, our responsibilities, and even our challenges, life itself gradually becomes a form of worship. That is the vision Krishna, the Master, is describing. The key insight: spiritual growth is reflected in learning to remember the divine in every situation. This remembrance is not merely repeating a name. It is living with the awareness that every action, every person, and every moment can become an opportunity to relate to the divine with reverence and sincerity. Think about carrying the fragrance of sandalwood. Once the fragrance touches your hands, it remains with you wherever you go. You don't have to keep looking for it. In the same way, when remembrance of the divine becomes natural, it quietly accompanies every part of the life. The activity may change, but the inner connection remains. A beautiful saying of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa expresses this spirit. One who has realized God sees that it is God alone who has become everything. Krishna, the Master's teaching, points us in the same direction. As our vision matures, the world is no longer seen as separate from the divine, but as an expression of the divine order. Now, let us bring this teaching into our daily life. Today, pause at different times during your daily activities. Before beginning a task, before a conversation, or before making a decision, ask yourself, can I remember the divine even in this moment? Practice 4 simple steps. Begin your work with gratitude, serve with sincerity, pause before reacting, end the day with remembrance. These simple pauses gradually carry the spirit of meditation into everyday living. The more often we remember the divine, the more naturally our thoughts, words, and actions begin to reflect that remembrance. As remembrance deepens, the feeling of separation gradually becomes weaker. What once appeared as many disconnected experiences begins to be recognized as resting in one divine reality. Today's teaching can be summarized in one sentence. Meditation reaches its fullness when remembrance of the divine continues beyond the meditation seat and quietly accompanies every moment of life. In the next verse, Krishna, the Master, shows that this vision is not only an inner experience but also the foundation for living in harmony with the entire world. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Swadhyaya Pravachanabhyam Na Pramaditavyam Om Tat Sat.